Hi, this is Matthew talking about something different. This time I'm going to talk about AM radio, but what's called DXing, the ability to hear faraway signals. Kind of like how shortwave is at night. It's the same layer of the atmosphere that does that. But you can get, instead of getting other countries at night, you can get places, in the U.S. or Canada or even Mexico. Things like that. You don't need anything fancy. You can just get a little portable radio. You don't need anything. Most can pick these up at night. Daytime, you can get, things are maybe an hour or two away. Here in Springfield, Missouri, I can get, things like Bolivar, Missouri, Lebanon, Missouri in the daytime. Faintly Tulsa. Things like Aurora. A little bit of Kansas City, kind of. Not really. Some stuff like that. At night, I can definitely get Kansas City. I can get St. Louis. I can get Tulsa, Oklahoma City. Places like Nashville and Atlanta, New Orleans, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Shreveport even, Iowa City, Iowa. Sometimes little things out of Arkansas might pop up. I've gotten things out of Winnipeg, Canada, and Toronto. I've gotten like Monterrey, Mexico. I forget where the other one is. There's a few others I'm not thinking of. Of course, Chicago, of course. One time I got Window Rock, Arizona, the Navajo station. Never got that again. I have one real fluke. I got Richmond, Virginia before. Lots of places like that. Topeka, Kansas, even St. Joseph, Missouri, at night. Stuff like that. St. Louis, of course. I think I said that. Lots of different stations you can pick up at night, depending where you are. And of course, other places use it. We use a 10 kilohertz spacing. Some places use a 9. So if you're near an ocean or some other place like that, you can get other things in the 9 kilohertz spectrum. I'm not close to any oceans or anything like that. I just get off tuned to 10 kilohertz stuff when I've tried. I'm not saying I can't. I've never been able to really. Sometimes you can narrow your AM bandwidth settings on certain radios if they have it. There's a lot of the fancier ones. Normal radios that most people have will not do that, but if you have anything that picks up shortwave, usually you could change the AM setting there. I've never found anything. I've tried, but I've never been in a place where I can really get stuff like that. I'd have to be probably not near any noise or something, but I do enjoy it. It's kind of fun to see what you can pick up. Because you may get one thing one night and may get something else a different night. It just kind of depends. Lots of stuff. Never anything other than, like, as far as for countries, I've only heard like Mexico and Canada that I'm aware of. At least on AM. Shortwave, yes, I've heard other things, but AM for sure I've only really heard those. But I'm probably going to cut this short. They are in the store doing some work on some cameras and stuff. I don't know if it's going to be a lot of loud sounds, but I wanted to put something out there just in case it gets a little noisy. I don't want that interfering with this. So that's kind of that in a nutshell. You can always, search for AM DXing to find out about it. As I said, you can most little radios can pick that up. Even a portable radio will get that, or any other radios will. Car radios are really good, of course. You could always, if you have a car, you can always sit out in the car and like in your driveway and see what's out there at night. Even in the day, you might be surprised what you'll get on a car radio. Even FM, which is also fun to do. I've got that radio I mentioned earlier, the Codison DX286 I talked about. It is really good on FM, as I had said. Of course, AM too. That's where I knew there was a Shreveport sports station. I had never found that before. Like, oh, what's this? I think they're ESPN radio, I think. I forget. I was so shocked to find I had never picked them up before until I went back to my mom's. So, like, wait a minute. What's this? I've never found you before. And there's also, it was the Pine Bluff. There's a Arkansas Rocks network that plays classic rock, and I found them on AM, and it was the Pine Bluff. There's several different ones. It was the one out of Pine Bluff, Little Rock. I forget the other towns, but towns kind of in the Little Rock vicinity kind of area, kind of nearest to it. There are stations that have this format. And I just stumbled across it. I think it was in December I found it. That's kind of neat. But you can listen online. I think it's, just look for Arkansas Rocks. I think it's arkansasrocks.com. Oh, also, yeah, I can't get Little Rock at night. And for anybody who will love to hear the Beaker Street show that Clyde Clifford did on KAY, then it moved around. And then it went to a station in Little Rock, and then it... for many years it was there. I think that station's gone. I think they changed formats. I'm not sure, but he hadn't been on forever until about 2020, 2021, and then he joined this network. They were starting up Fridays. I think he's on Friday nights at from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Central Time. So adjust that for your time zone. But you can hear Clyde Clifford on Friday nights. I have not done that. I always forget. I'm always doing something else. I don't know if there's an archive of it. I don't know if there is, but he definitely is doing that on there as well. I think he left his regular job and was, I guess, had some time to kill. So he's back doing Baker Street again. He'd been off, I think it's 2012 or so. I forget. I went to look over there once. I used to always look at his playlists when he was on, was it Magic 105 in Little Rock, which you could hear online, but you can't now. So, yeah, but that's that in a nutshell about AM DXing. But thought I would just point that out too, if you liked his show from years ago. I will see you guys in another video.